How's it hanging, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be doing my review for the final episode of Season 2 of AMC's Preacher, Season 2, Episode 13, The End of the Road. And my God, it really was the end of the road in this episode. But in a way, nothing was resolved. I mean, no, that's not right. There was one main thing that was resolved with Dennis. But I mean, the Men in White and Hairstar, they're still a thing, which I'm kind of glad because they're awesome. And Hoover and Featherstone, those characters are great to have. They're awesome. And they don't know where God is yet, although we did see that end, which I'm not sure about. Man, dog, God, I don't know who that man. We'll talk about it in predictions. Cause you guys, I have 11 subscribers. You guys got me to 10. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. When you're starting this small, every single subscriber you get, every comment you get, every like you get, everything that you get, I'm just so thankful. So thank you for that. So you are going to be getting your 15-20 minute video right around there for you guys. So stay tuned for that. No guarantees that it's going to be up tonight, maybe late tonight, but it's probably going to be uploaded tomorrow. But it's not like I have to upload it right away because we aren't getting another episode of Preacher, so until next year. Which, I'm kind of sad. Preacher really grew on me this season. Like, a lot. Like, Season 1 was good. It was a very great, interesting show. Season 2, it's just skyrocketed from where Season 1 was. I mean, my God. Yeah. I'm just going to quickly go through my notes and then give my thoughts on the episode. Because there's a lot to talk about. Like, there's a lot to talk about. So the episode starts off with Jesse flashback. So he's kind of directing people to, what was it, Angelville? Was that the name of the place where the Longevilles? I messed that up. There's something with an L. Sorry. I don't read the comics, but I heard they're in the comics. Jesse's grandmother or whatever, and he, kills the chicken and, brings him to her. Or actually probably was a hen chicken, so it probably was a female. Not that we need to be specific. So, interesting. And he's a bit older now, Jesse. He's about teenager. I don't know, 17 maybe, right around there. And he's kind of directing people, and then those people, I feel like they have something to do with God and all that. The people that gave Jesse his lunch and kind of broke his hand or whatever. They didn't show their faces, and they're not showing the grandmother's face, although we don't know if that's really Jesse's grandmother. But just because it has a different last name doesn't mean it's not his grandmother. Because I have a grandma that doesn't have the same last name as me. But we're still grandma. She's still my grandma. But I don't know why they're not showing their faces. It's really interesting. That whole situation is really interesting. I want to get into that later in the predictions video, because we can talk about a lot of things. But yeah, then these Armenians come to the non-religious school, and Jesse tries to use Genesis on them, doesn't work. Throughout all this episode. And then Jesse finds out that it was a test, and Hairstar was putting them up to it. Armenians, out of all things. What the heck? Cassidy has a hallucination or vision of killing Tulip, kind of making her into a vampire. think it was supposed to be foreshadowing for what does happen in the episode. We'll get into that in a minute. Hitler and Eugene climb out of like that vault thingy, and then they go to the cloaked figure. The superintendent lady woman that at Hell, she called her the cloaked figure or something. I think it was like Sherry, but like it's like not judging, but like isn't that a woman's, like I'm confused, woman's name. So they escape Hell. The cloaked figure calls out for a boat for Eugene to go home. Hitler does go with him, which I kind of wanted him to. Hitler redemption arc, yay! No, I don't know. It's an awkward situation. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel about that. The superintendent, that's what her name is, right? Kills the cloaked figure, and then Hitler saves the day and knocks her out with the horn thingy. So I love that scene. Tulip drops her chapstick in the apartment, notices the camera that Featherstone and Hoover were watching them with. Finally, after a long, about 5-6 episodes of them not knowing. Really big part of the episode, as you see here. It was a really funny scene. And our theory was right. I did a theory video. Go check it out. It's kind of pointless now. But I did predict that I thought Dennis was going to die by the end of the season, and I also predicted that I thought Cassidy was the one going to be doing it. And he did. He pushed Dennis out of the window, and he just freaking burns alive in this, as you see here. So my prediction and theory was right. I'm really, I am happy about that. Screw Dennis. I don't like Dennis. He was weird, and yeah. Hitler and Eugene on the bus. It's interesting to see how Hitler's going to react to the modern world because, he died in World War II. That's not exactly the modern world, so it should be interesting going into season 3 how that goes. Cassidy lets the dog go when they're getting ready to go to Bimini. Tulip and Cassidy. But then, the biggest part of the episode, the last, 5 minutes of this episode was nuts. Tulips gets shot by Featherstone. Jesse tries to use Genesis, tell her to breathe, tell her to calm down, but doesn't work again. And then Cassidy's like, nope, move over, fam. I'm gonna make her into a vampire right now. And then he gets his fangs, and then Jesse's like, no, don't touch her. And then they get in a little skirmish. Jesse tells Cassidy just to let Tulip die. Wow. And then at the end, Cassidy tells Jesse that he hates him, and he's like, just you wait, or whatever. And then they go to Angelville. Angelville is the right word, right? The place where the Longjales live. The Longjils. I'm screwing that up. I'm sorry. But yeah, they're going there, and then we got the clip at the end with God, man dog, with the camera eyes, and they're like, he could see them, but God does see everything, so that makes sense. I'm so confused, but I'm so excited for season 3. I feel like they made this episode really big, and they killed off a main character with Tulip because they didn't know if they were going to get renewed for season 3, and for them to fully know, they'd have to kill a big character off and shock a bunch of people. That's at least what I think anyway. But I was amazed by this episode, and I think I can say that this was probably, I'm saying it, the best episode of Preacher so far. There were some great episodes this season. The premiere was phenomenal. Other great, last episode was great. There's been some great episodes. Season 1 had some good episodes. But, this episode was crazy, killing off practically 2 main characters. Dennis, he was around since, episode 4 this season, wasn't he? He was an important character this season, but Tulip was a major character, and they killed her off, and I really thought they don't have the guts to do this. AMC ain't gonna do this. But they did. They freaking did it. They killed Tulip off and Dennis. I was like, Because here's the thing. After they killed Dennis, I was like, okay, that was the shock of the episode. They ain't gonna kill no more people. But sure enough, they killed freaking Tulip, and I was shocked. And there's so much stuff going on with Tulip, or not with Tulip, she dead, with Cassidy and Jesse, and to see how their relationship goes into season 3 should be amazing. I mean, oh, I'm so excited. I don't want to wait a year for Preacher. Hopefully it comes back sooner than that. I really hope it does. We got all our good shows coming back with Walking Dead and Flash and all the Arrowverse shows and Stranger Things in the end of October. Now we have Fear the Walking Dead on. All shows are coming back, but Preacher, gotta say, Season 2 was amazing. I loved Season 2, and wow. That was a great finale. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Give it a 10 out of 10. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Stay tuned for my long predictions for Season 3. It's going to be like 20-minute video, guys. Because I found a way where I can make longer than 15-minute videos on YouTube. It just takes a while to upload, but that's okay. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Boo!